Greetings for the day. Welcome to another session of Multimedia Technologies. My name is Mohammad Rahmat Ali. In today's session, we are going to start our third unit. But before we start our third unit, let me revise what are the things that we have studied in the previous session. In the previous session, we studied about the color management in images and videos. And we have seen the different mechanisms and we have seen the different things related to the color management for images and for the videos. In today's session, I'm going to start our third unit, which is with reference to the fundamental concepts in video and audio. Now, slowly we are shifting from the bit image to the gray image to color image. From color image, we have shifted to a sequence of graphic images. From graphic images, we have shifted to video. Now we are accumulating audio along with video, okay, like graphics and all the things. So in this particular unit, we are going to see particularly about the fundamental concepts in video and audio. What are the different modes, mechanisms and means by which we will be able to see or represent an video signal and an audio signal. Also, we are going to see the different types of video signals relating to digital signal, analog signal, and also with reference to the analog video, with reference to the digital video, and also we are going to see about the digitization of sounds. For an example, like voice modulation that you make, for an the way you use, like we have different applications by which our voice can be modulated. The way I am speaking can be changed into another sound, okay. For an example, I can make my voice thinner, I can make my voice more hard to listen, or I can make my voice into some of the modulation which might sound very much different, but the way I'm speaking will be accurate, okay. If at all if you have seen any of the spy thriller movies, or if at all if you have seen any of the detective movies, then you can see, or if at all if you have seen any of the what you call as movies in which somebody has kidnapped someone, so the voice that they will be getting on the telephone or mobile phone will be very much different from their actual voice. How it has been done? This has been done with reference to the digitization of sound, okay. We are going to see how it is been made, and also with reference to the auto tunes that is being used in the latest trends market for singing songs and making voice modulations. Also with reference to the different musical instrument, like see, in previous days there used to be only drum, flute, guitar, and what you call as tabla. These were the basic instruments that were being used. Now in today's music, you cannot differentiate which voice you are hearing, okay. It might be a guitar, but it might be sounding like a veena, or it can be a veena which can be sounding like a guitar, or it can be a drum which you are which will be sounding like some other type of a thing. So you cannot differentiate how it is been done with this, with difference to the musical instrumentation digital interfacing, okay. How analog signal is being converted to a digital signal, and how digital signals are being converted to analog signals. Also with reference to the 3D sounds, 8D sounds that we hear, like if at all if you put on your headphones, or if at all you put on your earphones, and if at all if you hear any of the 8D or 3D sound, then you might be listening to the same voice but in a different direction, as if you are listening to a 3D mode, or that particular thing is happening real to you, okay. In that way these things will be working. Then we're going to see about the quantization and transmission of audio. Also with reference to this particular thing, if at all we have observed on your WhatsApp, if at all we have observed that there are two type of things in your WhatsApp gallery or in your WhatsApp media. The first one is your voice recordings that you send on daily basis, and there is like one the first one is with reference to audio, the second one is with reference to the audio, or you can say the audio voice notes. One is voice notes, the other one is with reference to the audio. These two are different things. The moment you record a video, that will be stored in your voice notes, and the moment you forward that particular voice note, it will go into audio. So this, this particular thing, when you are sending it with reference to your actual voice, then it will be considered as a voice note. The moment you forward it, the moment you send it to other person selecting that particular media, then it becomes an audio note. These two are different things. The quality that you hear in audio will be very less when compared to the voice note that we have sent directly, and the directly voice note that you have received directly from other one. The forwarded one that you receive will be stored in audio. So these are different things, and we are going to see about the different transmission modes and medium by which the audio and video are being transmitted on the network, and how it is being transferred from one thing to other. Also, with reference to what all you have observed, whenever you download any of the YouTube video, it will be in MKV format, and there is some format called as MOV, there are some format called as MP4, and there are some of the other formats. Now, some of the audio or video player will not support some of the formats. So what we need to do, we need to have a common player which can support all of these devices, or so all of this media. So what we'll be using, we'll be using a VLC player which supports all of the audio and video formats. If at all that particular audio video file has not been opened in any of the multimedia player, then we will be opening that particular what you call as audio or video in VLC player. So it means VLC player has a capacity and capability of playing, or you can say decoding, the audio or video section, whether it might be analog, whether it can be a digital one, whether it can be in any of the format. So VLC player is being used to play all of these things. So this was a general idea with reference to the third unit which we are going to study. Now we are going to see the first part of the third unit, which is the fundamental concepts in video and audio. So now the first one is the type of video signals that will be there. The first one is with reference to the component video. Component video is higher end video system, makes use of three separate video signals for the red, green and blue image planes. Each color channel is sent as a separate video channel. Now if at all if you have observed, in olden days there used to be a VCR. To that VCR there used to be some of the cables which was to be connected, like white, green, blue, or blue, green and red, and there used to be sometimes like green, white and yellow type of cables. So these type of cables were having different types of color, audio and other images. So what it does, these component video has three different channels which has red, green and blue image planes. And also if at all if you observe in the olden videos that you like, if at all if you are seeing any of the old camera video, there will be blur in the on the screen. Why that will be blur? That is blur because of the cable that was being used to display that particular image. The image that was been recorded and the image that was being presented on the TV, there was a disturbance in this particular channel, either with reference to receiving of the data or missing of the pixels of that particular place. Also, if at all if you have seen any of the black and white TV, there used to be a disturbance in the channel when you set the channel. Like if at all if you have seen the channel that we used to change by rotating up a pin, or there used to be a button by which if at all if you rotate that particular button, the channel used to change. So when you are changing that particular channel, there used to be a distortion, there used to be a disturbance in the image, and there used to be a disturbance in the particular pixels of the image. There used to be some of the blur images, some dot images. The moment that comes, that frequency comes, you used to have set that particular what we call as image. Also with reference to the antenna that used to be there, when you rotate that particular antenna in a particular direction, and when it receives that particular image, you will be able to see a clear picture of image on your TV screen. So how it was to be done? It was used to be done with reference to these three things. The first one is with reference to red, green and blue image planes. Why I am telling all of the things? Just for a general idea. When you used to have, like until now, if at all if you have a DVD player and a VCD player, if at all if you see, there are three plugs that is been connected to your TV, which is coming from the DVD player. That three plugs, when it is been plugged onto the TV, it shows a image. Now that particular image is dependent on which type of cassette that you are using. If at all that particular uh, wire is being, what do you call as, it got damaged, then the image will not be clear. Either the voice will be breaking, or the images will be breaking, or the image will be distorted, or the images will not be coming, the audio, only the audio will be coming. Or else if you have plugged wrong jack in the wrong plug, then also the image will not be coming. You need to set the plug in a proper way. Nowadays we have different VGA cable, we have HDMI cable to directly connect that particular thing. Now with reference to this, the type of with reference to the component video, we have three things: red, green and blue image planes. Each color channel is set or sent as a separate video signal. The first one is with reference to most computer systems use component video with separate signal for red, green and blue signals. For any color separation scheme, component video gives the best color reproduction since there is no crosstalk between the three channels. Now, at this point of time, let me stop over here and let me analyze. The moment we have these three plugs, and comparatively we will see these three plugs is one side, there is one more screen which is LCD, and there is one more screen which is LED. If at all something happens to the screen of that particular TV, then in the three cables there will be no major things. Why? Because the screen will be glass one, or the input which is coming is directly from the DVD or the external device. When it comes to the LCD screen, if at all something gets cracked, whole of the screen will be destroyed. When it comes to LED, if at all, if you have hit the TV at one spot, that spot will be blank, or it will be blue black, that image will not be coming properly. Why? Because the images that was to be received from that particular node or that particular place is being damaged. The moment you replace it, then only you will be able to see that particular thing. So this is the advantage of using an LED TV. Now when it comes to LCD TV, if something goes wrong at any part of the TV or in any part of the screen, the whole image or the whole screen will get damaged. So this is the advantage. And when it compares to this particular called as these three cable that is coming out of this particular thing, this also will be damaged if the cable is not been plugged properly. You will be able to hear the image, you able to hear the audio, but you cannot see the image. At some instance you can see the image, but you are not able to hear the audio. Okay, those three plugs that is being used is used only for the purpose and particularly to reproduce the images, in front, images as well as the audio. The last one says this is not the case for S video or composite video. Discuss next. Component video, however, requires more bandwidth and good synchronization of three components. Like I have told you, if at all these three things are not being synchronized properly, you will be hearing the image, you will be hearing the audio but not the image. If at all, if you are seeing the image, you will not be able to hear the audio. Either of the things can happen if at all the synchronized thing is not happening. Or sometimes what happens is the video will be coming forward and the audio will be behind that. Sometimes it happens if at all with reference to a YouTube video, or else when you are seeing any of the movie also this might happen, or because you have paused the video many of the times. This might happen or this can happen. Okay. To overcome this, you need to close that particular video and again you open it, the synchronous will be normal. So this is one of the thing. Next, these are the component pictures with reference to the component video, the different cable that will be there and the different types of extension that we'll be using with reference to the plugs to VGA, HDMI to these three plugs, or the different component video output. Okay. Moving forward with reference to the composite video. The composite video color or chroma 9 and intensity luminance signals are mixed into a signal carrier way. Chrominance is a composition of two color components, that is IQ or U and V, UV or IQ. This particular type of what you call as the these are the component videos and these are the composite videos that we will be using. Okay, now with reference to the NTSC TV example, I and Q are combined into a chroma signal and a color subcarrier is then employed to put a chroma signal at high frequency end of the signal shade with the luminance signal. Now further, the chrominance and luminance components can be separated at the receiver end and then two color components can be further recovered. For example, when connecting to TV or VCR, composite video uses only one wire and video color signals are mixed, not sent separately. The audio and synchronous signals are addition to the one signal. Further, since color and intensity are wrapped into the same signal, some interference between the luminance and chrominance signal is invertible. Okay, now this is the example of the composite signal that with reference to the TV, what we call as the cable TV that you receive with reference to Tata Sky, Dish TV, local TV channels. There will be one wire which will be having both audio and video signals coming out of it. If at all you see this particular cable, then you can easily remember what this particular thing is. The most common form of connecting external devices putting all video information into one signal is with reference to the BNC, which is Bayonet Nut Connector, and the next one is RCA, which is Radio Corporation of America. So this is with reference to the component and composite videos. I hope you understood something from today's session. If at all you have any doubt with reference to today's session, please ping me at ramak_avpu@gmail.com, or else we can have a doubt clarification session soon in the coming sessions. Until then, take care and see you in the next class. Thank you for joining.